Okay, welcome to today. This is day 2 of the 3-day sprint, our July sprint, and DK Jonah is going to take us through the anatomy of an Instagram post. Okay, go ahead.
Hello everyone. So today we are talking about the anatomy of an Instagram post. We mentioned earlier in the day that now that you've created your content plan and you've chosen the topic, the next thing is to, from that topic, choose a specific post you're going to create out of that topic. And we're starting with Instagram platform because we've talked about making your Instagram page as a catalog, as a magazine rather than a catalog or an album. So we are just going to look at the anatomy of an Instagram post now. So everybody understands Instagram. Instagram is 2 words. It has to do with instant gratification, Insta and camera. Instagram, Insta, Telegram, 2 words brought together. Although looking at, okay, what makes up an Instagram post? We're not looking at other aspects. We're just looking at your feed. And why are all these aspects of the post important? At the top left, you have the foot of your Instagram post. That's your geotag. On the far left, you have the comments there with the heart shape. Then comments and likes with the heart shape. And then there's a share button also. Those 3 things are important. Your caption is the brain of your post. The photos are the eyes of your post. It makes people want to stop. So you want people to stop scrolling and pay attention to what you're saying. So whether you use a picture or photo, whatever you use, you're trying to ensure that you are able to get people's attention, distract them from what they are doing, and then pay attention to you. And then the hashtags are your amplifier. We're going to talk about hashtag in more details later on. But hashtags are your amplifiers. They amplify you out there. They put you out to make sure that you are reaching the right target audience. So by looking at the hashtags as something that puts you on the right stage, using it properly ensures that you reach the right people and you get to the right audience. Okay, so let's start with the eyes, the photo. I'm going to minimize this because it's just distracting me. Okay, let's start with the eyes. I say post photos that are engaging and of high tech quality. It will help you to grab the attention of your brand's audience when they are scrolling. Hopefully your image will cause the audience to stop scrolling. And like I mentioned before, you want to make people stop. Choose pictures and videos that are visually appealing. If the video is not really visually appealing, try and use a cover picture. Create it with graphics. A wonderful tool you can use is Canva. With Canva, you can create amazing graphics that you can put out there. Like the pictures that we're taking today, yes, if we go ahead and edit them, you will be able to use them better. But what do you want to ensure? You want to ensure that the picture, the video, whatever you're posting, it meets the Instagram sizing guideline. Does anyone know the Instagram size guideline? Instagram size.
That's 1080 by 1080.
Yes, so your Instagram picture should be 1080 by 1080. It's a square. Remember, your Instagram grid is made up of 3 squares. So if every picture is a square, you want to ensure that it fits into that grid and you're not cutting off the head of somebody when you post the picture. Because sometimes we take pictures as portraits, not landscape, so we can cut off some things. Ensure that you push it down and the details that you need to pay emphasis on are there. Is this photo of high quality? Is it clear? Is it pixelated? Those are questions you need to ask yourself. Is the image visually appealing? Does the photo take the rule of thirds and composition into account? So there's a rule of thirds and composition when you are taking pictures or you're creating your graphics. You don't want to just fill the whole 1080 by 1080 with a big picture of something, but you want to ensure that there's a real strategy to the way your fonts and your pictures are merging so that it is visually appealing. So think about white space, think about the rules of composition when you are posting. Then the most important thing is the image relevant to what your audience is interested in? If you have a personal brand, your audience are interested in seeing you. If you're a car company, your audience are interested in cars. If you are a beauty business, your audience are interested in fashion, beauty, and whatever that has to do with your brand. So you have to ensure that you are doing what is relevant for your own audience. Then paying attention to what you're trying to showcase. If you take a photograph of your product, for instance, you will ensure that your picture is the most prominent thing in the picture, not the flower arrangement or the books. But you want people to make your picture, you want to make your picture, your products, the center of attention. So whatever you're trying to showcase, be it a product, be it you should be the center of attention, and the background should just support you. The background should not make outshine you. Is the image aligned with your brand story or style? Now, this is something you need to do. If you look at the document I gave to you, I had a column that said code, Xcode, and fonts. The reason we are writing the code and fonts in that document is because the document becomes what I call your brand print. Your brand print is what you use to guide it's a styling guide for your brand. So the colors you use are consistent. The pictures you use, if you're using a filter, a setting filter, ensure you're using that type of filter in all your pictures. If you are using a font, ensure you're using the same font in all pictures. So you have different fonts. I told you to create, choose an header font, a body font, an italics font, and handwritten font. So you have different fonts that you can play with. And you know that, okay, people can't really read italics font. So if you have a quote, you're not going to do a quote with all italics fonts. So even if you have an italics font, or a handwritten font, you can't use it for so many things. You have to ensure that the font is readable, it is clear, so that people with astigmatism, when they're looking at your page, they can still read. You don't really have to squint to read. You want a situation where you're making life easier. If somebody is scrolling and they can't really see what you've done, they will scroll past, and you want them to stop. The aim is to get people to stop. Then after the eyes, like I said, the eyes of your post are your pictures, your videos, your whatever falls in that 1080 by 1080 box. Then your hashtag is your amplifier. It shouts you out, it puts you out there, amplifies the reach and viewership of an Instagram post when you utilize hashtags. For example, there are some hashtags that have 1,000,000 views. There are some hashtags that have 10 views. There are some hashtags that have different views. We're not going to go into details of hashtags today again, because this session is short, so you get to do some work. But choose hashtags that are relevant to your industry, your target market, your niche market. So remember that document. So when we do hashtag session, we're going to choose hashtags and create hashtags for all these things, because you want to show up in your industry. You want to show up in your niche market. You want to show up in your market. You want to show up in your sub-market. What do I mean by show up? If someone clicks on an hashtag, for example, if you click on an hashtag for the organization I chose today, create with words, religion. If I click on religion, I will see other posts that have been put out there for that specific thing. It may be a high number. That's why you're allowed 30 hashtags, but choose between 10 to 15, or you can use all 30, but you have to use relevant hashtags for the specific post. So your value added post will have a different hashtag from your user generated post. So you have your hashtag for your industry, you have your hashtag for your brand. For your brand, you have an hashtag for your product. If you have a specific service, you have an hashtag for that specific service. If you have a talk show, you have an hashtag for that talk show. But we'll go into more details with that later. But just see hashtags as this. Hashtags are categories for your content. If you categorize your content into the right hashtag, you will get the right attention. For instance, a friend of mine was pregnant in Canada, and my sister was looking forward to send food, or wanted to send food to her. So we just said, oh, what city is she in? She is in just whatever city is in Canada. I can't remember the city. Let's just say she's in Toronto. So we just said Toronto, Nigeria chef on Instagram. And we got lots of people that were for Toronto, Nigerian chefs. We're like, okay, Toronto is large. Let's narrow it down. If you are a chef in that area and you've not used that hashtag, we will not find you. So for example, Falakemi is a vision board expert in Nigeria. Vision Board Pro Nigeria. If she uses that hashtag, for instance, when someone is searching for Vision Board Nigeria, Vision Board Pro Nigeria, they will find her. If they want to narrow it down again, so she uses Vision Board Nigeria, she uses Vision Board Lagos, she uses Vision Board Expert, she uses Vision Board Pro. She has chosen hashtags that will make her findable. Whatever hashtag you're using, it's for people to find you. You want to show up on the explore page, you want to show up on the hashtag page, but that's it for hashtag. Make it simple, but look at it from your industry, your market, your niche market, your team, your topic, and then the post. If you look at all these categories, you can come up with relevant hashtags that you would use that will make it possible for you to get the attention of people. Now, I want us to spend a little bit more time on caption. Now, with caption, what we're trying to do is we're trying to give people instructions, tell them what the picture or video is about, give context to what we are doing, sell ourselves through copywriting. So I've mentioned 4 things: context, selling through copywriting, give people, start a conversation even. With your caption, it's the brain of the operation. So see your caption as the brain. You know how the brain functions. See your caption as your captions are functioning as the brain for your post. The brain behind the post is the caption. I said the caption portion of an Instagram post provides a place where meaning is given to a photo. This area is also a trigger section for engagement, so it includes a call to action. So the brain of the post is the caption. You're putting the relevant information that is required in 2,200 words. You're speaking to one person. You're not speaking to 10 million people. You're first of all speaking to one person. And then you are trying to front load your caption with valuable content, call to action, but you are leaving out hashtags at this minute, because you put your hashtags in your first comment so that you have enough time to explain what you want to explain. But a good part of a caption that many people forget is a call to action. Now, your call to action is your chance to tell people what to do. People want to be told what to do. I've looked at your picture. I know I should like it, but I don't feel like liking because I forgot that I can like it. So tell me to like. Why do you think YouTubers always say subscribe? They have 1 million subscribers, but they still tell you to subscribe. That's their call to action. If you don't tell people to sign up for your mailing list, they will not. If you don't tell people to go over to your YouTube channel to watch your video, they would not. If you don't tell people to ask you questions, they would not. People need to be given clear instructions of exactly what you want them to do. If you want them to tag a friend, tell them to tag a friend. If you want them to comment to win, tell them to comment to win. If you want them to turn on notifications so that you are working on a series and they get informed, you tell them to do this. Whatever action you want them to take, you tell them to do this. And then we're looking at the art of your post. That's where you have your comments, your like, your shares. These 3 things are vital. The comments and likes are what people give back to you when they like you. You know, we talk about know, like, trust. When people like you, they heart it. When people like you, they engage with you. They write a comment. They say something. So you want to create that environment from your pictures to your hashtag to your captions. The hashtag amplify the post that you've put out there so the relevant people see it and come and comment and like. The brain of the thing tells them what to do. The brain gives them an instruction. The brain gives them an instruction that they should go to the heart of it, comment, like, share, save, whatever instruction you are giving to them. That's the job of the brain. So with Instagram posts, the first hour after a post are vital. So ensure you comment a minimum of 4 words on every comment that is written. You have to ask questions and give responses to questions provided. Then you can put your mentions here. I'm going at lightning speed, I know. This is one that we all neglect, your geotag. Your geotag is important. We're not saying tag your specific location. We're saying create a digital geographical footprint for your brand. A digital geographical footprint for your brand. So I want you to think about the location you are. You are in Lagos, Nigeria. You are in London, United Kingdom. You are in Toronto, Canada. Wherever you are, if you go to your caption, when you're putting up a post, if you
and discipleship part, and just talk about the phone call and
if you go to your geotag, if you add your geotag, for example, is in Festac, Lagos. They use Festac Lagos for their geotag. By doing that, and they've used Festac Lagos in their hashtag, when somebody is looking for a business in Festac, they'll be able to reach them. So it improves search engine optimization. Usually when searching for a business, a customer first search for a location. It's better consumer intelligence. It simplifies the processes, highly influential customer awareness, and live monitoring. These are the things that it does for you. Geotag is important in this day and age, but when you're using geotag, be careful. If you don't have security around, make it a bit vague so people can find you easily. Don't pinpoint your exact location. If you are traveling and you're traveling alone and you just want to show where you are, especially for Nina that is into tourism, you can use geotag to hang out with people, but look at the fact that if you use geotag, the stalker may also be able to find you because you may not know it. You may have stalkers that are just waiting to pounce, that are not happy with you. We don't understand how every other person is thinking. So using geotags has its advantages, but it should be used with caution. And when you're using a geotag, for example, if you've left the location, then you can use the name of the hotel and every single thing about it because you've left. But if you are in the location, it's not safe to do that if you do not have security. I know of someone, a YouTuber that did geotags, and she did a video on YouTube. She stated she just took a picture in front of the hotel she was in. Somebody saw that picture, went to the hotel, say, "Oh, I'm here to see this person." They let the person go to her room and the person knocked on her door. She doesn't know the person at all. Some people, when you are a social media person, especially with people that are vocal online, people feel like they are your friends and they know you. You can't control them. They feel like, oh, this person is one of us. I should be able to talk to this person because they see you they see the way you approach things and the way you are able to communicate with them. So they will want to talk to you like that. You want to, as much as possible, avoid that with caution. Be cautious. Yes, you should share your life, but when you're sharing your life, be very, 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 very aware that the world is full of good and bad people, and you cannot say who has control of over what. So that's where I will stop now. I will take questions for the next 9 minutes, then I have to run for another meeting. Any questions? Please unmute yourselves if you have questions. If you don't have questions, I will just tell you what I would like you to do today for those that are creating. So you can create 1 or 2 specific contents with a caption, with a geotag, even if you're not posting it, caption, geotag, and whatever you're doing. Everybody is quiet. You're muted. Okay, if we don't have any questions, then let's get to work. Emma will set the timer and then we'll work for 25 minutes and then she will switch off the timer and ask questions. If you have any questions, you can just send me a WhatsApp message. I'll be able to respond. Unfortunately, I can't be on Zoom because I have to be on another call.
Thank you so much, DK.
Okay.
It's really helpful. So will we get access to the slides?
Yeah, I will. Okay, don't worry, I'll do that. I'll say, Boss, you have access to the slides. I'll download it and put it there before I run.
All right, thank you.
On Facebook so that it's easy for people to have access to it later.
Okay, maybe inside the units. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
All right. All the best, though.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bye.
see you later. Bye.